The latest Social Security update for September 2025 is finally here, and it's bringing some of the biggest changes seniors and beneficiaries have seen in years. Payments are going up, and on top of that, a $1,200 bonus check is being rolled out for millions under SSI, SSDI, SSA, and VA programs. This isn't speculation or rumor, it's official, confirmed news that directly impacts your wallet. For retirees, veterans, and families depending on these benefits, this means more money for essentials like rent, groceries, prescriptions, and daily expenses. With inflation continuing to put pressure on fixed incomes, this increase in bonus check are arriving at exactly the right moment. Millions are already asking, who qualifies? How much will you get? And when will the money actually hit your account? In this video, we break it all down step by step so you know exactly what to expect this month. For many, Social Security is not simply a program or a government benefit, it is their survival, month after month. Retirees, disabled workers, low-income individuals, and veterans rely on these checks to get by. Every slight change in cost of living, every announcement from the federal government, every promise of an increase or a bonus payment makes headlines because people's lives truly depend on it. In September 2025, the landscape is shifting once again. The government has announced both a pay increase and a one-time $1,200 bonus check for those who qualify under SSI, SSDI, SSA, and VA. This dual relief, a steady bump in monthly income combined with an immediate lump sum boost, is one of the most impactful updates in recent memory. People are excited, but they are also asking questions. How much exactly will my benefits rise? Who is eligible for the $1,200 bonus? When will payments go out? What does this mean for the future of Social Security? The pay increase itself has been a point of heated discussion all year, with inflation rates fluctuating and the cost of groceries, housing, and healthcare still higher than many seniors can manage. The adjustment was badly needed. In September 2025, the increase is finally set to take effect, and it will directly impact millions of beneficiaries. This is not just a small symbolic change, it is a meaningful raise that could mean an extra $100, $200, or more each month depending on your category and earnings history. For someone living on a fixed income, even a small increase can be the difference between skipping meals and buying groceries, between delaying a doctor's visit and actually getting the care they need. The announcement of a pay increase gives hope to retirees and disabled beneficiaries who have long felt that their needs were overlooked by policymakers. It acknowledges the reality that the cost of living continues to climb and that those who rely on Social Security deserve adjustments that keep pace with economic pressures. But perhaps the most talked about part of this September update is the $1,200 bonus check. A one-time payment of this size has the power to transform the financial situation of households living paycheck to paycheck. Imagine being behind on utility bills, struggling with prescription drug costs, or worrying about an unexpected repair. Suddenly, that $1,200 provides breathing room, relief, and even a sense of security. For some, it may mean catching up on rent. For others, it could mean being able to stock up on essentials, take care of unnecessary medical expense, or simply put food on the table without fear. The bonus check is not meant to replace regular payments, but it functions as a targeted form of relief, recognizing the hardship many Social Security recipients have endured in recent years. Combined with the pay increase, it creates a two-layer safety net, offering both immediate and long-term support. Of course, the natural question is, who gets this money? According to the latest announcements, the bonus check is designated for recipients across SSI, SSDI, SSA, and VA programs. That means millions of retirees, disabled workers, survivors, and veterans stand to benefit. However, eligibility is not always straightforward. There are income thresholds, filing requirements, and timing considerations that determine who qualifies. For example, those currently receiving SSI benefits are included, but the actual payment date may vary depending on the individual's birth date and the Social Security Administration's staggered payment schedule. SSDI recipients are also eligible, but again, the disbursement may fall on a different timeline. Retirees under SSA and veterans receiving VA benefits are likewise included, ensuring that this bonus has a wide reach across the most vulnerable groups in society. The intent is clear, to spread relief as broadly as possible, targeting those who are most dependent on government benefits to sustain themselves. 4 months leading up to September 2025, There were rumors and speculation about whether such a bonus would happen at all. Many thought it was unlikely, given the ongoing debates in Washington about budgets, deficits, and spending priorities. Yet, here it is, confirmed and official. This demonstrates that despite political wrangling, there is recognition of the struggles faced by seniors and disabled citizens. It also highlights the importance of advocacy. Seniors organizations, disability rights groups, and veteran associations have been vocal in pushing for relief, and it appears their voices were heard. The $1,200 bonus is not just a financial update, it is also a political signal that these communities are being acknowledged. In times when trust in government can feel fragile, actions like these matter deeply. Now, let's think about the timing. September is not just any month, it marks the beginning of the fall season, when many households are bracing for higher utility bills, back-to-school expenses for grandchildren they may be caring for, and the looming costs of the holiday season just months away. An extra $1,200 at this moment could not be more timely. It gives families room to breathe and to plan. It is not uncommon for grandparents on Social Security to still be financially supporting adult children or grandchildren. That bonus check will ripple through households, helping not just the direct recipients but also their loved ones. Economists often note that when low-income households receive extra money, they tend to spend it immediately on necessities, which also stimulates the broader economy. In this way, the $1,200 bonus is not just a lifeline for individuals but a boost for local businesses and communities. Meanwhile, the pay increase ensures that beneficiaries do not have to rely solely on one-time payments. It builds sustainability into their budgets. Instead of worrying each month whether their checks will cover rising costs, they now have a little more breathing room. While it may not solve every problem, healthcare costs in particular remain a heavy burden, it is a step in the right direction. The combination of an increase and a bonus is powerful because it balances immediate relief with long-term adjustment. Policymakers are signaling that they understand both the short-term challenges and the need for systemic changes to benefits. It is also worth discussing the psychological impact. Financial stress is one of the leading causes of anxiety among retirees and disabled individuals. The uncertainty of not knowing whether you will have enough to make it through the month weighs heavily on people's mental health. Announcements like the September 2025 Social Security update offer more than just money, they offer reassurance. They tell people, you matter, your needs are recognized, and help is on the way. That sense of security cannot be overstated. For many seniors, simply knowing that their government is still working to support them provides a much-needed emotional boost. The pay increase and the bonus check together symbolize not just financial support but also societal respect for the contributions these individuals have made over their lifetimes. There is also a generational dimension to consider. Social Security has always been about intergenerational solidarity. Today's workers fund the benefits of today's retirees, and in turn, expect future workers to support them when their time comes. With updates like this, the system shows that it is still functioning, still capable of adapting to new realities, and still able to deliver on its promise. That matters for younger generations too, who often wonder if Social Security will even exist when they retire. Seeing tangible updates and meaningful payments being distributed strengthens confidence in the program as a whole. Of course, with any major update, there are challenges and criticisms. Some argue that the increase and bonus do not go far enough, that $1,200 is helpful but not nearly enough to offset years of high inflation and stagnant wages. Others worry about the long-term financial sustainability of the Social Security Trust Fund, questioning whether the system can afford to continue providing such boosts. Policymakers insist that measures are being taken to secure the future of the program, but skepticism remains. Yet, for the millions receiving payments in September, those concerns take a back seat to the immediate reality: a bigger check in hand, more money in the bank, and a little less financial stress for at least 1 month. It is also crucial to remember that this update does not exist in isolation. It is part of a broader trend of increasing recognition that retirees, disabled workers, and veterans need stronger financial support. In recent years, the conversation has shifted toward ensuring dignity in retirement, protecting vulnerable citizens, and adjusting policies to reflect economic realities. The September 2025 update fits squarely into this pattern. It is not the end of the story but another chapter in the ongoing evolution of Social Security. And for those receiving checks, it is a welcome development, one that brings relief, gratitude, and perhaps a bit of optimism. As beneficiaries begin to receive their increased payments and bonus checks, stories will emerge across the country. Seniors will talk about how they used the money to finally pay down debt. Veterans will share how the bonus helped cover critical medical expenses. And families will reflect on how that extra $1,200 eased their daily struggles. These stories matter. They remind us that behind every statistic, every government announcement, there are real lives being impacted. They illustrate why Social Security remains one of the most vital programs in America. This brings us to the larger takeaway. The September 2025 Social Security update is more than just a policy change. It is a lifeline, a recognition, and a promise kept. It demonstrates that despite the challenges, the system is still working for the people who need it most. For seniors, for disabled workers, for veterans, and for families living on the edge. That makes all the difference. This is a moment to acknowledge the struggles, to celebrate the relief, and to continue advocating for even stronger support in the future. So, as we wrap up this important update, remember that knowledge is power. Stay informed about your benefits. Know when payments are coming. Understand your eligibility, and plan ahead. For millions of Americans, September 2025 will be a month of financial relief and hope. The pay increase and the $1,200 bonus checks are not just numbers, they are proof that support is on the way. If you found this update helpful and you want to stay ahead of future announcements, make sure you don't miss out. Subscribe, stay connected, and let's continue this journey together, keeping each other informed and empowered every step of the way.